The Fomorian story. Fomorians, unlike other giants, have short, stubby legs and long arms. Other giants usually have a tiny right arm and a normal left arm. There are also others with 2 or 3 heads and only 1 eye or 3 eyes on the head. It is interesting to know that in some Irish myths and legends, they are depicted as malevolent giants, who mostly use the ability with their eyes to project powerful beams of light that reduce enemies to ashes. Legend has it that in ancient times, when the mare Aocha gave birth to the god Cernunnos, the first god, she tore off the bark of the magical oak tree and threw it into the sea, from which giants were born. Similar to the Jotuns in Norse mythology and the Titans in Greek mythology, the Fomorians can be considered natural enemies of the gods. They are giant evil gods of ancient times, symbolizing natural disasters and the destructive power of nature such as storms, earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes, death, drought, crop failure and epidemics. Most of them are ugly and ferocious creatures, often sailing to pillage coastal villages and cities. In fact, despite being the sworn enemies of the Tuatha gods, there were still many marriages between the Fomorians and the gods. According to the ancient Irish Clonmacnoise Chronicle, a prehistoric chronicle originating in the early 15th century, which mentions the Fomorian or Fomorach giants who crossed the ocean to set foot in Ireland. They were descendants of Noah. The Irish chronicles describe the Fomorian giants as a very warlike race, representing a branch of the family descending from Ham, son of Noah, and lived as pirates, raiding other countries, and causing trouble for the whole world in those days. Their name comes from the word Fomor, which means both giant and pirate. They are also called Foes sailors. The invasion of the giants was extremely cruel, violent, and brutal. They not only looked like monsters but also had demonic powers. Many of them had no arms or legs. In other descriptions of the Fomorian giants, it is said that they had animal heads. However, most of them probably had helmets or caps shaped like animal heads, or even more than that, they wear animal heads. Most researchers believe that the Fomorian giants were human, and dubh, in Celtic, means black. It is believed that the giant Balor, lord of demons, god of death, lord of destruction, was one of the leaders of the Fomor, and it is a terrible creature with an evil eye. Balor can emit a powerful beam of light, energy stream, across the canal between Tory Island and Ireland, blowing away enemies. His single eye can blow up an army when his 7 eyelids are opened to protect him. Some people even say that the back of Balor's head also has another eye that allows him to see everything. Before or after, no one can get close to him. Balor has a daughter, Ethniu. Ethniu fell in love and married a member of the Tuatha clan, Cian, and gave birth to the god Lu, the famous god of. When Lu was born, Balor received a prophecy that he would be killed by his own grandson. Fearing the prophecy, Balor tried every way to kill Lu. When Balor threw Lu into the sea, fortunately the boy was saved and raised by the sea god Manannan. Lu Lamfada led Danann against the tyranny of the Fomorian giants. Lu killed the last leader, Balor. Lu is the sun god, widely worshipped throughout the Celtic world. Ancient tradition says that they erected the Great Tower of Conan at Tor Innis, Tory Island. They lived in forts down the northwest coast of Ireland. From there, They spread terror, oppression and tyranny until they were finally overpowered by the Tuatha Dé Danann. The strongest of the Fomorians, Balor, was also killed by his nephew, Lu Lemphoda, with the brave and harsh victory of the Tuatha Dé Danann. After Balor's death, the Fomorian giants lost their power and control, and they were soon hunted out to sea and banished. From Ireland. Some sources report that some survivors were allowed to continue living in Ireland and that after many generations they eventually became assimilated into the Irish community, after 600 BC. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.